disconnected. I don't hear you. Can you guys hear Thrashim?
No, he's offline. And he's back online, but muted. Thrashim?
Test, can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
Oh.
I can. I can, but I can't hear anybody else.
I can hear you.
I can. Yeah, I can see Lucas trying to talk.
Oh, what the heck? You can't hear me?
I can hear
I
you,
can.
Lucas.
Yeah, I hear you now, Lucas.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, I can't hear Thrashim through his mic, but I can hear him ear to ear. So, yeah.
I can't hear you if you're talking now. It's like we're in two separate.
Test, test, test.
I hear you.
Hey.
Loud and clear.
Okay, good. All right. So yeah, Mucky's
Circa?
like, oh yeah, let's do a check.
Yeah.
Shirka, can you hear me?
Yes. Anata reporting.
Shirka, can you hear us?
He's here.
Shirka, can you hear me?
I don't even see it light up.
No, it doesn't.
Huh.
That's weird. Shirka might have dropped off the face of the earth.
Maybe the internet
Well, it
froze
is flat.
completely.
Or she's just too drunk.
I don't know. I think the world flat's a simple explanation. It's a cube. It's flat on four sides.
Shirka, can you hear me? Shirka, can you hear me? Shirka. Hmm.
Oh well.
I just sent her a whisper, or sent him a whisper in the game.
Well, we have a couple seconds. I want to go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah. Let's take
Okay.
a 5-minute break.
All right.
Take a 5-minute break.
Bye.
I can hear you.
You're back.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, nobody could hear you, and we were getting no communication. So we took a 5-minute break. It just started.
And he's away.
What the fuck?
Circa?
Shirka, can you hear me?
Circa?
I hear you now.
Hi there.
Can you hear me, Shirka?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Thrashim just stepped away, and we're kind of on a 5-minute break now.
Okay.
So if you want to take a poop or something.
Actually takes me a little longer than 5 minutes to do that. Usually, on average, that's like a 10-minute break.
This is smartphones for you. Took the bathroom break into a new level.
Yeah, I don't actually have a smartphone. One of the reasons I didn't have contact with you guys because I went out of the city last weekend.
For a camping trip type thing?
Not really. I went to Ottawa,
Mm.
capital. It was partially help my parents set up for a workshop they were hosting, and partially sort of mini vacation slash birthday surprise. It was my birthday on the 29th.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday then.
Yeah, thanks. I'm looking for a job in a library, so they decided to take me to Ottawa is the capital of Canada, so we have a library in our parliament, just like the Congress has a library.
Mm.
That was really neat.
Sounds
You
interesting.
gotta work there?
I would love to, but you need a government job,
Like-
basically, to gain access. The only reason we were allowed in was because they petitioned our member of parliament to give us access like months in advance without
You
telling
have to
me.
pass like a 6 months plus security check to work there or whatever, right?
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah, I know
it's
like
the
several of the
government.
government jobs we got in America are like that, where you have to be under observation for like a couple months to a year or whatever before you can even work there.
There's also in Ottawa the National Library, which is separate from the government one. It's the Library and Archives Canada. You don't need the same security screenings to work there. But I'm just a recent graduate. I'm not quite sure they'd hire me, but send in my resume anyway.
Mm.
And just put on your resume, I can read and I haven't burned any books, and you're good. And make sure
Yeah.
you misspell a few words. That'll help.
Yeah, because people only hire people that aren't as smart as them.
You gotta be incompetent.
Mhm.
Yeah. You'll be straight. If you can't read at all and you just like put some gibberish on a page, you'll be manager in no time.
All right. So let's do a quick roll call. Anatar, can you hear me?
I'm here.
Okay. Kookaloo, can you hear me? Kookaloo, can you hear me? Okay. He's still going poopy.
Okay.
He's at the bar.
I told you, like, on average, it's 10 minutes break for that. You can't do it in 5 minutes, usually.
You gotta wipe 3 times, polish.
Yeah. Is he actually, like, part owl bear?
Who's
No,
part
he's,
owl?
he's a monk. Oh, there you are.
Kookaloo.
Is that you, Kookaloo?
Kookaloo!
Okay, so quick roll call again. Anatar, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, Kookaloo, are you there?
I am.
Lucas, are you there?
Yep.
Shirka
Present.
and Thrashim.
Right here.
Bam. All right, so Mucky, he was just saying to Anatar, like, I'm not the companion type, if you know what I mean. So
You have to pay extra for that.
As you wish then.
But I'm kind of looking for a mentor. you seem a little bit, inexperienced. And he kind of shakes his hand from side to side, twists his hand from side to side as he says that with his fingers spread. Kind of inexperienced for me.
I might not be the best mentor for you then.
Well, you don't look like a quote-unquote man. He does air quotes. You don't look like a quote-unquote man at all. You look like an elf. Funny you should say that. That's funny.
That's true. I look more than an elf.
Yeah, pretty much like an elf. Yeah. Volko's just like reading his book.
Got the right idea, guys.
So just for mechanical purposes, I want to let everyone know that when you take a henchman, if they ever reach the same level as you or exceed your level, they leave you. So if you're level 1, you're basically not eligible to take henchmen yet. Once you get to level 2, you're eligible to take henchmen. But be aware that you might lose your henchmen if they ever catch up to you. So if they get to level 2 before you get to level 3, they'll leave you.
Yeah.
So it's all strategic. You have to be strategic about it. Like if you're a class
They go slow.
that goes slow,
Yeah.
You might want to wait till at least 3 or 4 before you even think about it. And then pick a class that goes at least as slow as you.
yeah,
That's a question that I have about this old edition. I'm used to, because Ovi is a multi-class character.
yeah. So he will go much slower than you.
Yeah, he won't count as level 2 until both classes are 2, so
Okay.
that helps you.
That's the only caveat.
Yeah.
So if any of his classes ever reach your class, Shirka, he will leave.
Okay, so you're going by the highest class?
Yeah, but the thing is, multi-class characters can never have a spread of more than one level between their classes. Does that make sense?
Oh, I've never heard that.
Yeah, it says that in the multi-class part of the character creation chapter. So he is anchored by his fighter experience, and he gets half his experience goes to fighter because he's.
But the thief would level up twice as fast for the most part, so he's going to always be waiting on the...
But his thief class cannot gain a level until the fighter class also gains a level. Okay, so, and that probably won't happen to him. Like, he won't be losing XP until probably like level 10 or 11ish, somewhere in there.
Because it'll be like 250,000 or something like that per level for a fighter, but like half that for a thief.
So essentially, he is half a fighter to you. He's getting half XP to his fighter class. That's what's holding him back. As long as, you stay ahead of his thief class. But his...
Oh yeah, I'm almost level 6.
Yeah.
No
So
problem.
You're probably safe. Like,
He's probably the safest thief you'll come across that doesn't have a huge XP penalty like being a pixie or something.
yeah.
In my party, my old partner had a thief, and she caught up and left her. And then I had a thief was my first henchman ever, and he caught up and left me. So it's like a single class thief almost always leaves you. It's like a gimme,
Unless you are pretty high
thief,
level by the time they join you, and they're level 1.
Plus, Josh has since changed some of the rules to give you a better chance where henchmen get, a fraction of the XP that the party gets and stuff.
And that's not a change in rules. That is what the rules
That
say.
is the rule.
Yeah.
But he used to just have the other half of the XP just go to waste.
Yeah.
And he since changed it so that they just get one normal share while party gets play characters get 2 and stuff like that.
Yeah, so player characters, the way I do experience, they get 2 shares of XP, and then henchmen get 1. So they still get half as much as the player characters get, but none of their experience points goes to waste.
That's good.
Plus, they don't get role-playing bonuses and all that now. Now it just goes to the player character,
Right.
so they don't...
Yeah, so if you
Yeah,
are role-playing your henchman, and I give you a role-playing bonus, it goes to your PC, not your henchman.
Which was
That's good.
unfortunate with some of the other characters. Like I had, it was Charlie was probably the funnest one to roleplay,
Yeah.
but it made him out-level me faster.
That was mostly because of his thief skills.
That too. Plus, he gold like just
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
we killed the dragon, and he got like 1,000 gold, 2,000 gold pieces or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So the XP bonuses for thieves are for successful thief skills. You get 200 per thief skill that's successful, and it has to be rolled on the table thing. You know, so it's not like, oh, I wanna speak thieves can't. That's not what I mean.
It has to be a thing that has
The
a chance to
percentile-
fail.
Yeah, the percentile dice stuff.
You don't get anything for backstab, and you don't get anything for like speaking in thieves can't or anything like that.
Yeah. So climbing,
Uh,
sneaking, stuff like that.
The
Question?
big part is the XP per GP they find.
What? GP.
They
yes.
get bonus XP.
So they get
for
2
the
XP
GPs.
per GP they find. Okay, so that's anything from stealing gold to getting, their part of the loot for party treasure. So they get 2
Yeah.
XP per GP. So he'll go up in levels pretty quick, depending on.
Plus, as being part fighter, he gets that XP, which is hit dice and stuff we kill and whatnot too.
Yeah,
So
he gets bonus. from hit
multi-class
dice.
characters have that advantage where they get XP sources from multiple areas. You know.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do a roll call real quick again. Anatar,
I'm here.
Kukulu,
Hello.
Lucas,
Here.
Shirka.
Here.
Okay, Thrashim is here. All right. Okay, so yeah, Mucky, again, he just said to Anatar, like, I'm not the companion type. If you catch my drift. And he did the air quotes thing, and you seem a little inexperienced to me. So you'll have to gain a level before you can start getting henchmen.
Yeah, it's
You're
okay.
still level 1. Right. And Mucky kind of looks around to the other people in the group. Lucas, Shirka, Thrashim. Kind of looking out the door for somebody, but nobody's there.
Yeah, there's a door right here, right on this right side too.
Yeah.
Be funny if Kukulu just walks in.
Nope, he's hanging out in the barn.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, Kukulu could have a follower. He's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Actually,
Whoever was
he does.
complaining about their charisma earlier. That's loud.
You want to try your luck, Lucas, with Mackie over here?
With who?
The Mucky.
With
It
the
is-
giggling one.
It is kind of a
no.
mini game, sort of.
No, he's a thief. He'll outlevel me, then go. No thanks. Plus, yeah, frankly, he creeps Lucas out with his constant laughing.
Yeah. Volko, he looks over and he's like, and he's looking at Lucas for a second, and he goes back to reading his spell book.
With pictures of naked ladies in there. Researching the remove clothes spell.
I
It's
bet
the
you guys,
see-through clothes spell based on the true seeing spell.
I bet you that spell exists in the Book of Erotic Fantasy.
Probably.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh,
Believe me, it exists in PHB. It's
and-
called country.
It's
You
peculiar
can cut
that
things with country.
Go ahead.
it's peculiar that Volko is reading his spell book, but in his quiver on his back, he has a short bow.
So I can gather he's a mage thief.
Mage, wizard, or thief maybe. Fighter. Ranger.
Rangers don't have spell books.
No, I mean a ranger mage,
Oh,
if that's possible. Or maybe he's just a wizard carrying around a short bow for the hell of it to screw with people.
Yeah, but a ranger wouldn't use a short bow. They go with a long one. It's better.
Is it?
Yes.
You're outside.
You can use short bows mounted. That's one.
They look like
But so Volko hasn't agreed to be with anybody. I thought he did.
He just
So
looks
far,
around
only
and is like,
Ovi's been recruited.
Ovi has, yeah, but not Volko.
Yeah, Volko's the Wait, which one's the chittering mad person?
Mucky. This
Mucky.
guy
Maki.
Yeah, he creeps me out. I'm not gonna travel with him.
How about Volko Thrushman will pipe up. The more wizards in the party, the easier it is to find spells, I find.
Volko looks up from his book and he says, "Yes, that would probably be true."
Every once in a while, Wizard just has an epiphany of spell knowledge and share it amongst the group. It helps everybody, it seems.
Huh. I wouldn't know. I've never had an epiphany before, but if that were to happen, very interesting. And he sets the book down and closes it, and he sort of puts the palms of his hands together, and he sort of like waves his fingers back and forth, like touching his fingertips and pulling them away in like a wave of fingers, and he starts to ponder, and he's like, that would be sort of like an enclave of wizards. Interesting. Yes. Very interesting. I like that idea. Then each wizard would become more powerful exponentially the more wizards join the group.
Yes.
That is an amazing idea. I'm in need of a mentor.
Lucas, do you think you're up to the task as our residential arcane master?
If you are willing to listen, I shall teach.
And what of party loot? I hear adventurers run into huge, massive treasures.
You will
Now
get
and
an even share like everyone else.
An even share. That would be very entertaining. Yes. How do the rest of you feel about that? Would you accept me into your group?
I have no prejudices. I have found many a person and being in class can provide great help to the group.
Volko.
She's gonna look at Volko and she's gonna say, as long as you don't, start asking me for my soul, we'll be okay.
Volko turns his head and looks across the bridge of his nose at Lucas and says, I don't know. You seem a little bit odd somehow.
If you can find a perfectly normal wizard, do let me know. I'd like to have a conversation with him. If you ever meet a completely normal wizard, I would like to have a conversation with him or her.
Yes, I would consider myself a normal wizard. You seem strange to me. I can't quite put my finger on it. And he sort of like points to the sky and slowly lowers his index finger to point at you, left index finger, Lucas, and then he puts his hand back down.
Dashram will pipe up. He may look weird. He may talk like he was raised in a barn by some angry sailors, but he's a good guy, and you'll learn a lot from him.
At this point, Lucas kind of looks at you a bit incensed. And he just gives a deep sigh and he just kind of gives up at this point. He's like, talk like I've come from a barn. Oh, come on. I'm a noble. Doesn't mean anything out here, but at least have my pride, darn it.
Was that -3 to non-elves?
I thought it was -2.
Yep, -3 and 9 out.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I can already tell this is gonna play out.
Well, if you're being friendly, it should be
Well,
okay.
it all goes down to the dice. It really does.
Yeah. And the
At
dice.
least it's not like a -6 or something. I mean,
Yeah, so it's what, a D20?
It's 2d10 minus your reaction adjustment from charisma. So if you have a negative modifier, it adds to the dice roll, which is bad because the higher the number, the worse it is. You want a lower number. So if you get like +5, like Shirka did or whatever, it's pretty good odds.
it's pretty impossible for people to hit you unless you're hostile to begin with or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the problem too is the funny thing is the charisma system is messed up in that they sort of reverse the bonuses versus the die rolls.
Yeah, but on roll 20 it makes sense because all you have to do is add a minus. So you do 2d10 minus the charisma modifier, and it works. So
Oh, that's worth a shot.
yeah. What, with Mucky is worth a shot, or were you talking about?
Oh, did you already roll for Volko, right?
I rolled Volko with Lucas.
Okay.
And he didn't seem to really trust Lucas. Like there was something weird about Lucas.
That's fine.
Don't worry, Thrashing will pat him on the shoulder. Maybe you can buy friends sometime.
Don't insult me, dwarf. Then he just kind of
Don't, at least I'm not talking
Well-
about building my own friends.
Thrashing, you're too far away from Lucas, actually, too.
Oh,
Pat
he's
him on
sitting
the
over there, yeah.
Yeah, he's over here.
I'll Thrashing will just, gesture in his direction. Then he's like, "Don't worry, you can buy your own friends sometime, or maybe build your own girlfriend,
Build your own girlfriend.
like a female iron golem."
Oh my god.
at this point, he just walks out. Not gonna stick around and be insulted.
Like to be peppered.
Okay. Kukulu, you hear the commotion getting closer. Like some footsteps right through the wall from you.
I'm just gonna stand to the other side of this sweaty man, sweaty fat guy, and just kind of like peek towards the door.
Okay, you find a knot in the wood, and that you're able to look through the wall, and you see Lucas walk by. Lucas, you see a hole in the wall, and a little fisheye pokes out of it for a second as you walk by.
Oh, a fish eye?
Yeah. Well, I suppose it would be a big fisheye. Like a big bulbous fisheye pokes out of the wood right here.
Do I recognize the eye?
Yeah, it looks familiar. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
How many fish eyes do you know? It's a swordfish up against the wall.
Let's hope I make it. Oh,
Well, if you fail, you have to turn in your
No,
mage
you have
credit.
to click your character,
Oh,
and
right.
then click on ability check, and then
Ability
find
check.
intelligence.
Intelligence.
Okay.
Yep, made it.
Yeah, you recognize that fish eye is actually Kukulu's fish eye. Because remember, he has one
Okay.
that's fishy, and the other one is kind of like a lizard, I think.
It's the reptilian, I thought.
Yeah.
I'll look at it and say, Kukulu.
Kukulu, you hear that? It's definitely Lucas.
I'll move down, peek out the door.
Yeah, Lucas walks up. He's right here.
Hello.
Were you looking for something?
I heard a noise.
Huh, that might have been the bar. Yeah, like there are a bunch of soldiers in there. Thrash and the band are talking with a bunch of, I guess, old friends of his, and we might have more people coming with us to the Tomb of Arcanauts.
He just kind of stares at the ground and shrugs. Okay.
Why are you staying in a stable?
It's quiet. Koogaloo! Koogaloo!
Alright then. Take care. Cuckoo.
Goodbye. You go back in the stable.
Yeah, is there an inn nearby?
Actually, just across the street right here, you see a building that has a sign on it that depicts a bed, and you see a door here, and you see another door here.
Alright. Guess I'll enter through the door. Or it's a front door or a side door or a back door.
Looks like it has two front doors.
Okay, I guess
That
I'll
makes
enter
any
the inn.
sense. Okay. Alright, so you find the front doors. There and there. So which door? Whoops. Alright, which door do you enter?
So which door I suppose look like it's made for guests?
Neither one is different from the other. They're identical.
Then it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Guess I'll go through this one of the doors? Or this door? Which one?
This is a door here, and this is a door here.
Alright, I'll enter through this door then.
Okay. So you enter, and there is basically a greeting room, and there's a woman at a desk behind the counter, and it looks like a stone countertop, and there's actually a knife on the counter right here.
I'll ask her if this is the inn.
Yes, as soon as you walk in, she says, "Hello and welcome to the Sheet Down Inn."
Lucas gives a polite nod and asks, yeah, I'd like to get a room for the night.
Okay, and it's the common inn in the player's handbook. So however much that is.
Okay. Alright, do they have any nicer rooms available?
She says, no, they're pretty much the same, except we do have larger rooms with, many, many beds. In fact, our smallest room is 2 beds. We don't have any single rooms available, but we do have... Oh, actually, no, that's not true. We do have a single room.
Alright, I'll take the
I
single
forgot
room.
it's vacant. Okay, so she hands you a key, and she describes the trip to find this room here.
Alright, I can't really see how to get there because the entire building is blacked off.
Okay.
Well, they don't pay their lighting bill.
Okay, there you go.
Looks like there's a
Come on, you are a nerd.
shitter. So I'm
Yep,
just going to open up the common areas here.
Yep, I'll just go into my room, crack open the spell book, and cast Read Magic.
Okay, she tells you about this bath here, and also the shitter here,
Great detail saying take a bath and take a shit.
and here, and there's also baths right here. Boom, right there. Okay, and what do you do? Sorry.
I'm going to crack open the Half Dragon's spell book and then cast Read Magic.
You had 2 of them memorized for today?
Oh, right. I forgot it's the same day. Alright. In that case, actually, I'll probably in that case, since I can't cast it today, I'll take a bath first.
Okay.
Then I'll just go back to bed and work out my spell stuff or whatever.
All right, so your backpack's right here on the floor.
Alright.
And yeah, it's nice. There's like a little like stove in there to boil a kettle that's full of water. And there's actually like basins of water like up front, I guess. You can fill your kettle. And it's kind of like a horse bath. Not so much submersing yourself as you are pouring the water on yourself, scrubbing, pouring more water on to rinse off.
Yeah. Do they have a laundry service?
Did you ask her before you went in?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I should have done that before. Let me just check something. Yeah, I got a spare set of clothes. Yeah, I'm done washing. I'll put those on.
Okay.
And I'll
So
go
that
back
would
and ask
be-
if there's a laundry service.
Okay. So back to the conversation at the table. Yeah, Volko kind of was like, reacted to Lucas's offer cautiously, and Lucas seemed to have left. And okay, so Volko kind of cracks open his book again, and he's going back to reading. Monkey's like, wonder what flew up his nose.
Poor Lucas. He'll make friends someday. Well, since this little gathering's done with, I guess Thresham will walk over to the barkeep to see if he knows anything more.
Okay. All right. The barkeep.
The 50th level paladin, and he smites you.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's a 20th level barbarian, like every barkeep, sorry.
So it's
Yeah.
Corinna the barkeep. I think she introduced herself before.
I think it was to Kukulu, yeah.
Yeah. You would have overheard her name being mentioned while speaking with the NPCs in the corner anyways. Like, they would have called to her, Corinna, bring some blah, blah, blah.
Like the B team table, they're still all hanging out
Yeah.
Well,
in
to
the
be
corner
fair,
there.
they're the B team that kicks ass and takes names. Except for Stella, she's just there to look hot,
That's a plus.
Beltol is standing on the table in drunken dwarven fashion.
Well, to be fair, the grid won't let her snap. She's either standing on the table or in the middle of the aisle, so it's like, eh.
Okay.
She's under the table. Drunk under the table.
Damn. So it looks like Karina is talking to Selena. Selena Karina. Momentarily. And then she comes over to the corner and says, what can I get you, dear?
Just a pint of ale and any information if you happen to have it. I'm looking about the tomb of Arkenhod. We heard there was broken into recently and some undead have spilled out, but we're not quite sure where it's at. You have any better information? Or know somebody that would?
I haven't personally heard anything about that. Well,